Right at 6:43 right now. Coming up on CBS Mornings, lead national correspondent David Begnaud helped a family unlock a long buried and really amazingly patriotic chapter in its history.
Yeah, he sits down with a 102-year-old World War II veteran and her granddaughter as well to hear her remarkable story of service to the country. Here's a quick preview.
I want to talk about your service.
Wasn't much.
It wasn't much?
No, I was just a medic.
You were a medic.
Yeah, I was just to take care of the herd.
The herd?
You know, when they came in, I took care of them.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. I am proud to be an American.
This is just a fascinating story. David joins us now. David, first, good morning. And this woman is amazing. You and I were talking during the break. I'm first of all shocked. I had no idea there were women medics during World War II, and the fact that this was a black woman.
She was part of the 688, all-female, all-segregated battalion sent overseas during World War II, all-female, all-black. And they were mainly sent overseas to sort the mail because the morale was really low at that time. And so the servicemen weren't getting the mail. So they went over and sorted millions and millions of pieces and provided an incredible service. But according to historians and the 102-year-old lady in this story, some of them were light enough to pass for white. And because of that, they were allowed to do other things. She was one of them. And so she worked as a medic.
So, David, what was her family's reaction? I mean, we all get stories from our grandparents about things. What was her family's reaction when they heard this interview with her?
Well, but so that's the thing. They didn't hear anything for about 100 years, right? So here's how it all started, and I'll give you a little preview, and then you got to watch this morning. But 2 years ago, she survived COVID. Her granddaughter reached out to me, said, David, I want you to know my grandmother just got out of the hospital. She survived COVID. I was like, wow, that's great news. Let me share it. So I tweeted it. It went viral. Somebody in the U.S. Army saw that. They entered her name into a database. And what popped up was like, whoa. So they called the family, told the family. The family said, you got to be kidding me. They went and grabbed the dog tags. They confirmed it was a match. And it unlocked stories that she had never told before because, listen, when they came back from World War II, there was no ticker tape welcome home parade. She came home, she went to work, and she didn't say much until she was almost 100.
Amazing.
David, that's just wild. And what can you tell us about the monument with her name on it?
It's at Fort Leavenworth in Kansas. This incredible monument with a woman at the top of the monument and all these names. Her family had no clue her name's been on there for decades.
Incredible.
So I didn't even know about this 6888 overseas thing.
Yep.
They were just sent over to sort mail?
That's right. That's right. The 6888. Less than 1,000 of them. And by the way, there's only, if memory serves me correct, 5 who are still alive. And Crescencia Garcia is one of them.
That's absolutely amazing. Well, I'll tell you this, I will watch the story. I love history, and I love stories like this.
And David, just for our last question, how would you describe this 102-year-old hero?
Yeah, please. As a Spitfire. I mean, let me tell you something. She still walks with a little bit of assistance. She sipped some Johnny Walker Gold while we were there, and she spoke her mind. There was no filter. And as her granddaughter said, at 102, what are you going to do, start controlling what they say? There's a big surprise from one of the best-known people in the world at the end of the story. And the lady's reaction, the 102-year-old lady's reaction to that phone call melted my heart. Can't wait for you to see it.
All right, you got me hooked, man. David Begnaud, good to talk to you this morning. Can't wait to see it. Thank you. And you can see David's full story coming up 7 o'clock on CBS Mornings right here on KENS 5.